was decent.
All right, everyone, we have a final run of the night with crandor94 and Willow. The stage is yours. Best of luck.
All right. Thank you very much, Warwick. So I am crandor94, and I speedrun Willow. So for this run, I will be donating $5 per death and $2.50 per pig. I'm a poor man, I can't afford much more than that. And there is, well, I should say unintentional death. But we'll get started here whenever you're ready, Warwick, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this game is based off of the 1988, I believe, movie Willow, Val Kilmer and Warwick Davis, and I'm very loosely based on the movie. I have some theories as to why that might be, but it's a Capcom RPG, and it's a late NES Capcom RPG, meaning the sound is absolute fire. A lot of the tracks in this game are amazing. I will be doing some riskier strats, but I'm going to be playing this mostly safe, because this game is not marathon safe. There's a lot of RNG, there's a lot of tough strats, but I will be doing my best. So the first thing here, I'm going to be getting level 2 before the first village. So I need a set of slimes to spawn up here, ideally. Well, and menus are also very unresponsive, so I gotta kinda work with that. So ideally spawn... No, okay, didn't get them. Not a big deal, but it's easier if I get them there. These ones are guaranteed. So the way spawns work, it's 50-50. Most screens are 50-50. Some are guaranteed, like these are absolutely guaranteed. And movement's also weird sometimes. They'll move or they won't. And then some screens like this one are actually a trigger. So if I move down here, I can actually trigger... What? That was weird. The skulls to come up when I want them to. And I try to group them up. That was really good. Okay. Let's see if I get these... Okay, so this is actually the worst RNG, so what I'm going to have to do is kill 2 of these. See if I can get the skulls here. Yeah, this is just unfortunate luck. I didn't get any of the spawns that I needed to, but it's not too bad. I could have done a riskier thing and tried, like, killing something later on, but eh. There we go. That's rare! Oh my god. Okay, that's a life drop. Oh my god, this is, like, insane. Okay, I don't have to get the heal mace if I don't want to. I'm still gonna play it safe. Okay, that's a 1 in 255 drop. And I got it right as I hit level 2, which put my health up to 46, meaning I could skip the heal mace at this point. I'm not going to, just because I've never practiced the route without the heal mace. I don't feel confident in trying it. Otherwise, I would. Wait until Brat and Vanny Van see this. They're going to lose their mind. The odds of getting that drop and hitting level 2 at the same time are astronomically low. Like, astronomically low. I've never seen that before. I have to say it. If I was a better player, I would go for the heal-less route, but I'm going to play it safe for the marathon. So in order to get the heal mace, you need to go down there, get the wooden shield, go all the way back, just some archaic stuff, unfortunately, but being able to heal is kind of important, especially if you're playing it a little safe. Yes, please someone clip that, because that was insane. So this game, I'll go over a little bit of history while I have a chance here. I started running this game in 2011, way back in the day. And it was basically just like living room playing it. I didn't even know what speedrunning was back then, but I ended up doing like... I used to speedrun games just by myself to see how fast I could beat them, and I ended up doing this one in like 3 hours. Then I learned it was beatable in like an hour 15, hour 17-ish, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm not very good. And so then I started like officially speedrunning it in 2014, and managed to get a 138 around there. Actually, I do need to heal mace now, because that's not enough HP. So it's been a while, and the routes was the same up to, up to about a year and a half ago, and I'll go over to how the route changed in a bit. Because about a year and a half, 2 years ago, this game got blown wide open. I actually need to heal here. I don't have a choice. So we just get this golden statue. 10 gifted subs from Tater. Wow, nice. And this gold statue is what opens the first dungeon. And I am going to do a death warp here, because I have to. It's just faster. If I was doing deathless, I wouldn't, but death warp here is faster. And now we head out to the first dungeon. Yeah, so the reason I say this game is very loosely based on Willow is, other than the characters, it doesn't follow any of the story of the movie at all, and the monsters make no sense. So the theory that's building is that this was never a Willow game, but when the movie came out, they were like, oh, we need a Willow tie-in game, because movie tie-in games in the 80s. And they just converted it to a Willow game. And it's probably one of the best movie tie-in games I've ever played. It's a solid game. A very good RPG. Kind of a mix between Zelda with some Final Fantasy elements. There was a lot of walking in the movie, but you'll see very quickly later on that there is things in this game that are not in the movie. I'm talking bird people, pterodactyl flying, couple weird pink monster guys. It's different. It's very different. I don't really mind the damage I'm taking here because I am going to get a heal in the chest coming up. Sometimes you can do this fight without getting this sword, but I found a strat today, or at least I heard of a strat today, that is a quicker kill on the boss with this weapon. So I'll try it. I'm getting it pretty consistently, but I learned it today, so we're going to see how this goes. I should mention how caves and dungeons work in this game as well. Anything that happens in a cave from when you enter to when you leave isn't saved until you leave. So if I pick up this sword and beat the boss and then die on the way out, the game doesn't register that I picked up the sword or beat the boss, and I lose all the experience and the sword and the boss kill. So you need to be careful when you're in caves in Willow. It doesn't play around, and that includes anything that's not out in the open world, so towers, anything like that, it will not save until you go back outside. Which is why I can't death warp out of this cave. Also, first boss, probably the hardest one in the game. So I have to really focus here. Metal sword. I don't think I took any damage. No. Okay, this is serious time. I'll go for the quick kill if I don't get it. I have a save state. Just in case. Okay, that's not going to be it. I'm not going to get it. I'm about to play this really. This is on the fly now. Okay. Okay. This is on the fly. Okay, we're good. Oh, move my mic a little bit. Oh, that was just on the fly. That was not how that was supposed to go, but we'll take it. That guy, it looks easier than it actually is, but his axe has aimbot. It's an aimbot axe. It will hit you if you're not moving perfectly. So that's the first area done. So now we just backtrack out of the cave, and I'm going to take some damage going out because I want to die when I leave the cave, because that way I can warp back to the village and save a bit of time that way. I just don't want to take too much and die in the cave, so like I can get hit here, and I also don't want to like go out of my way to take damage because that's slower as well. So I gotta kind of route it here a little bit. Yeah, this game's record, though, as I was saying, stayed the same from about 2013 to about 2018 until a YouTube comment led to the discovery of a new trick, which also led to the discovery of a couple other new tricks, and now it went from a 1:15 down to 55 minutes now. So we managed to save a 20 minutes, almost half hour from what we found. And it's kind of crazy. And it turned the game from like kind of not the most interesting thing to run to a very interesting little RPG. So I didn't take as much damage as I wanted to, but that's fine. So I'm gonna take some damage on this guy. Very quick. Come on, kill me. There we go. And because I left the cave, it saves. So now we start heading to the second area, which is the Forest of Death. The only downsides of this game, like this game has some great combat, really good moments, interesting monsters, but for a speedrun, the time between areas, there's kind of not much to do or talk about, unfortunately. So we just kind of got to go through it. I can do a little movement here to take one hit from the skeleton if I'm careful. No. Or sometimes you can get by with one hit. It's part of the journey. We're on an adventure together. That's the point. It's not the destination, it's just how we get there. Ooh. Yes, so yeah, the entire screen starts shaking. It's like the wind blowing and everything, which for the NES is pretty impressive, honestly. I always like that little touch whenever you enter a battle. Also, this bridge will start dancing. If I get an encounter on here, you'll see it. If the game wants to show it. No. There's another bridge later you'll see it on. Yeah, everything starts to move, and like, it's kind of cool. So all this is just memorizing and moving properly through the game. Remember this screen here. This screen's important. You'll see why later. So we're gonna go in here and grab the herbs, which is what we need to heal the pterodactyl, which is our fast travel system. Oh, that little thing, that was, if you remember the movie, that was Fudgine and Rule, the brownies from the movie, the little tiny folk. You'll see them later on, but don't have to pop by them yet. And also, if you've not seen the Willow movie, it's amazing, and I believe it's on Disney+, so you should go check it out. Yes, those two, Fudgine and Rule. So now we're just gonna, again, I can do some very precise movements here to kind of bait these guys to moving and then try to dodge these fires. This is all, it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but it's a lot of just little movements, subtle adjustments, not getting stuck on little ledges like that because the game's collision's a little weird. Now, if I remember how to do this part, there is some specific movements here to not get hit by these fireballs. This one I don't remember. Up? No. That's fine. I got heal mace anyway. Taking a bit more damage. I don't want to take too much damage here, because this part can be a little tricky. That's unfortunate. Oh! Okay. I forgot I didn't equip anything. That's unfortunate. These guys are 50-50 spawns. Okay, I got one of them. Okay, where do I want to go first? Okay. So this is the blue cave. I'm going to, there's two routes you can take through here, and I'm going to take the safer one, obviously. Because if I hadn't got less spawns and didn't take as much damage coming up here, I would have went for the harder one, but yeah, we're going to go for the tougher route. I'm also going to YOLO all the pigs, which is a phrase that I'm probably never going to say again. Meaning if I see a monster that can turn me into a pig, I'm just going to go for it, and if I get pigged, I'm just going to donate. Ooh. Unfortunately for the charity, the guy who turns me into a pig here didn't show up, so. And grab Flame Sword. Head north. So, from this next screen, be careful. Ah, I got it. If you're very precise and just kind of hug the bottom wall, you can avoid these skeletons spawning, but unfortunately, didn't quite get it there, but. Yeah, this game is absolutely phenomenal for when it came out. So I could go down or over here. I'm going to go over first and then down on the way back out because down is a little bit more dangerous and I want to get the mana restore that's up here. Just going to damage boost through these guys. I'm going to heal here because whenever you obtain a new spell, so this flute I get from this pterodactyl bird feathered Poe is considered a spell, so it'll restore all my mana, which is why I want to get to as low as possible. Just mash through the text. Okay, now we should be good. I don't think this is any slower than going down first, it's just a different order. And it's a little bit safer, because you have to go to each area anyway. Alright, so coming up is an area I've called the Skellway, or the Skeleton Hellway. It's three vertical rooms. Each has a set of skeletons that can spawn. They're 50-50. You have to go all the way down and all the way back up. Getting 0 is the best and very rare. The average is 3, so we're going to see how it goes. Off to a bad start. Ideally, I don't want to get hit 3 times either. Off to a real bad start. I'm going to try it, and you can try to, like, yeah. Very hard to sidestep. Okay, these ones I'm going to try to sidestep, because they're very good. Okay, the red ones do, like, 25 or 30 damage. They suck, so as long as I get around the red ones, I'm happy. That was just... So that's average luck. Now, we'll see how it is on the way back. That's why I wanted to get the heal first, in case I got bad luck there. Yeah, I'm getting... So far, it's been the absolute worst RNG possible, so I'm doing okay. This is why I do the safe strats. Let's see if I can get any good luck on the way back. That looks like an okay frame. No, wasn't an okay frame. There is some manipulation you can do there. I haven't learned it yet, though. Okay. That's only 1 hit. That's fine. Okay, so that's good. They didn't spawn that time. I'll take 4. 4 is okay. It could be worse. I still have 2 heals in my pocket, so we're good. But this was a section that, as a kid, I could never get by until I eventually learned the game. Just gonna bait him out and go whoop, around there. And that'll be this one. When we leave this cave, will be the end of Area 2. I believe there's 6 areas technically in the game, but we're gonna skip like a few of them. You'll see. This game's pretty normal up until about the 20-minute mark, and then it goes a little off the rails, thanks to the tricks we found. So, but we still play like this is the way this route's been done for the last number of years, the safe way at least. Also, fun little fact about that wall disappearing. It doesn't actually disappear. The game just teleports you to a different screen that looks the same and has different, like, properties on it. So this is the only cutscene in the game where I can actually stretch my hands. But we're through the first 2 sections. That was pretty okay. Even with the bad RNG, I'll take it. Because this game is very, very marathon unsafe. As much as I've been playing it, it's there's no way to be super consistent. This music's also amazing. Late, like, Capcom, and then late NES era Capcom sound team. Oh, so good. And these aren't even the good tracks. My favorite tracks haven't even come up yet. Yes, it just so happens Capcom is one of our sponsors. But I would say that even if they weren't. It is an amazing soundtrack. Just walk through them. I thought it'd be cool, just try to fight it, but no, let's not do that. Yeah, it was close. I pretty much know how much damage every monster does, so I think I was one hit from death there, but that was fine. If I had died there, I would have went all the way back to the Forest of Death on the other side of the blue cave. So that would have been a big oops. Also, I picked up the Devil Eye there. That's used a bit later on, but not as much as it was in the old route. So now we're gonna go up here, and I'm just gonna... Normally, so this is where the route changes. What you're supposed to do is go... That's Mad Mardigan, if you remember from the movie. You're supposed to save him by, like, going in the forest, getting the key, go to the bar, and then you have to figure out there's a squirrel you gotta talk to that gives you a nut that allows you to breathe underwater. We skip all that, because I will be doing a trick here in one moment. So now we take the flute, or the ocarina. Oh yeah, Devil Eye, totally the movie. Same as this pterodactyl that flies you around. That was in the movie, right? Process. Okay, so there's the normal parts of the speedrun done. Now we go a little off the rails. So this was a trick. This was the trick that we found from the YouTube comment that was left on Fiesel's original speedrun from 2013 of a guy saying, "Hey, I remember going through the wall here as a kid." And we were like, "What?" So turns out you can kind of just go down here and do this. And that's just me holding left. There's no trick there. Then we can scroll the screen, and now we're in the later part of the levels. That skipped an entire area. And when we go through here, it just fixes the palette. So now we're in the red tower. Yeah, and this is like... hold on. This is like late in the game. Okay, hold on. I need to actually, because these guys steal my mana. Well, not super... I'd say late, but it's definitely like... To get here, normally, you're supposed to... I still have enough mana, we're fine. Go through a big set of underwater caves, beat another boss, climb another tower, and do like a bunch of stuff. This is really bad RNG with these monster spawns. But we can just skip all that, and we're going to be using this a couple times because there's a few glitches that this allows us to do. I just gotta watch, because every time they separate, it drains mana. Also, I will mention, whenever I kill a boss or die, the screen will flash rapidly, as you can see, so if you are photosensitive to like light sensory issues, please just be aware of that. I will mention it. But yeah, that's what this game's kind of notorious for. And if we do it, we'd like to see if we can get a ROM hack made that kind of tones that down, just for speedrunning events and such. So just climbing the tower here to get the red crystal, which is needed. So the game intends you to get the blue crystal, then the red crystal, and then it allows you to get the Crest of Spirits. Well, in reality, the way the game's programmed, the game only checks for the red crystal for the Crest of Spirits, because you need the blue crystal to get into the tower to get the red crystal. So by just getting the red crystal, we can skip the blue crystal entirely. Also, you're not supposed to be able to fly here, but because I entered from the forest, the game just thinks I'm in the forest still, so I can fly out of here instead. So I'm going to grab another restore. I wouldn't normally get these restores if I was going for like world record attempts, because it's a lot slower and I'd be a little bit more safe, but this is pure safety just to get through this run without dying. Okay, and now we clip to the wall again, and we're going to head down the tower this time. And this I need to try to conserve his HP as much as I can. I also gotta be careful here, because if I go too far over, I get stuck in a wall. There we go. I'm not sure if there was a second movie planned or never made or not. I know they've been talking about possibly doing a sequel movie now for Amazon Prime or something like that, or Disney Plus. And Warwick Davis is on board, but we don't know more than that yet. But it's being talked about, which would be really cool. Oh, it would be incredible. Oh, do you go? I make random sounds whenever I have to dodge stuff. Just get used to that. This has been good luck so far, going down. The blue tower is harder than the red tower. Now, a lot of these screens are actually 50-50, so I'm hitting them pretty good. Okay, okay. Nah, well, that's fine. I gotta heal. I can heal anyway. So I'm gonna grab the Crest of Spirits now. It doesn't really matter when you grab it, but just for the sake of things. And this is Laura Dannon, who in the movie you're supposed to be escorting to Tirazleen because she's the savior of the world, but for some reason she's at these 2 towers, which is totally not from Lord of the Rings and all that stuff. Yeah, so who knows? But that's, in this game, that's what we do. Also, I don't think the Crest of Spirits was on Laura Dannon's arm in the movie, so... But in this game, it's a stone tablet, so, like I said, it's loosely based. So here is the XP boss glitch. So this is going to be interesting. So normally, before I end up flying away, you're not supposed to be able to enter the boss from this side, and this is the only boss room where you can enter it from the back. So by entering here, we can actually just straight up leave. That's the second boss, Muse. And then we re-enter it, and it spawns the 4th boss, General Kale. And we can't really do... He can't do anything because he can't reach us, but we can reach him when he gets over here, and we just start kind of smacking him around a little bit. I need to be a little careful here. Okay, and I get him to 1 HP. So by doing that, and then leave, there's a reason we don't kill him. So by doing that, now the game's in a state where it's looking for the boss, because it thinks we're still in the boss fight. And it's like, okay, I transition the screen, where's the boss? You transition the screen, where's the boss? So we need to give it something to be the boss. So we're gonna go back into the tower, and when we encounter an enemy, or a screen with enemies, the first enemy we encounter, the game's like, oh, that must be the boss, because it's an enemy. So it assigns the boss's flag and stats to that enemy, except for its damage and its max health. It'll assign its current health, which for Kale right now is 1. So we're going to be able to kill the enemy and get the experience we would as if it were General Kale. And we're going to be able to repeat that multiple times. And this is what allows us to skip a 10-minute grinding segment, because we need level 13 to beat the game. So, actually, yeah, and in the movie, Matt Merrigan defeated General Kale, but we're going to defeat him a couple times in the game, actually. So this is actually a slower way of doing this, but it's safer. So these bees up here are 50-50, and the bottom one always takes on the properties of the boss. There we go, and now watch my XP. So I need to kill... I'm going to kill 6 of them. I think I need to do 5 as 6 for safety, so... Just gotta hope I get some good luck with these spawns. Like I said, it's 50-50, so... And it's 8,000 per kill. There's 2. Three. 4. This is good luck now. I'll kill 6, just be safe. Actually, 4. 5. I'm gonna do 7, because I think 7 gets me level 14, and that just gives me a little bit of extra safety. It does not take on the damage done, it just gives it the experience and the boss's flag, and any boss with a cutscene would actually trigger a cutscene after I kill it, but because Kale has no cutscene, it doesn't trigger anything. That was really good luck with them. There we go. So I killed it a little bit extra, get level 14, just to make this a little bit easier. But yeah, this glitch was found from a YouTube comment, believe it or not. So now we start heading. Now we have to head out of the tower, so the game actually saves that we got level 13 or 14, whatever it gets to. But yeah, what we used to do is those bubble enemies earlier, we used to stack them on top of each other by having them split, and then kill them as they replicated for about 8 to 10 minutes straight, and that got us level 13, or got us level 11. And we got the rest experience elsewhere, and that was a tedious grind. So thankfully that's been removed. We still have to do that in Deathless. There is a Deathless category where we don't die ever, Death Warp intentional or otherwise, and we still have to do the old route for that one. Because this glitch, the biggest issue with this glitch right now is you can't use any spells while this glitch is active, so that means I can't fly out of here. I'm just gonna wait until I hear the level up music. Well, thank you very much, Ronnie. I actually did commentary of this game earlier in a different marathon with the other two top runners, which was very good, so I had some practice earlier to do this. I did it with Brat and Vanivan, who are the first and second place record holders, and I'm currently third. So it was kind of cool. It was an awesome race, too. So now I'm going to die, which now that I left and got the level, it's going to cancel the glitch, and we can move on. No, I can't wait till they see that. They're going to freak out. That was great. So there we go, level 14. So that gives me a little bit of leeway. You only need 13 to beat the game. 14 is just going to be a little bit safer. Can you, I'm just curious. Can you tell me my time right now, Warwick? That's not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Okay. Heal Mace. Now we're going to kill Kale for real. So I do the glitch again, but this time we're not going to keep it. We're just going to kill Kale, and that allows us to go backwards through these caves. Come on. Just got to kind of... You want some button mashing ASMR? Come on. There we go. Oh, Craigasm, I know. Now we gotta wait for that XP now. I wish. Also, when we quiet, this is awesome music here. One of my favorite tracks. Yeah, this music's amazing. Also, this is the cutscene for killing the second boss, because I replaced the second boss with the fourth. They triggered his cutscene, like I said earlier. Okay, now we go backwards through this cave. The unintended way, obviously. Pull these guys out of the way, because we need a certain spell in here. Otherwise, there might be some other routes we could take, but we need to get the spell. There is a chance I get pigged in here, and like I said, if I get pigged, that's 250. So... And normally I would try to despawn them or deal damage or some way to, like, not get pigged, but if it's for charity, you know, I'm just gonna YOLO it. If he pigs me, he pigs me. If he doesn't pig me, then... Oh, well. I tried. Okay, I'm gonna grab this here. Just gonna get a quick heal in, because I get the mana restore. And this is the magic of Fleet. And this allows you, whenever you cast Fleet, it will instantly teleport you from wherever you're at in a cave out to the entrance you came in from. And so we use that a couple times in a section I call Death Mountain. Ooh, yeah, there's a little bit of a damage boost. I'm not worried about my health here because I have extra. We'll be fine. Okay, I think this is the pig screen. Let's see if he wants to give some money to charity. Oh, I think it's the next one. Does he want to give money to charity today? No, no money for charity today. I'm trying. They're actually cooperating for once. It's like, again, 50-50 if he turns me into a pig or not. There's still a couple more. I'm gonna not risk this guy. Also, so when I kill an undead enemy using Devil Eye, it actually gives me some mana back, which is really nice. So those drops aren't rare, unlike the health drops. And that's actually something that's never happened before. Getting 2 health drops in a run. I've never seen it. So here is... This is actually accurate. Oh, yes. You can moonwalk in this game. It's like a frame... Not frame perfect. It's just sometimes when you do certain inputs, you will start moonwalking. I haven't figured it out yet, but it is just swag. It looks cool. So this is actually accurate to the movie where you turn Finn Rizal back into human. And if you come here before level 13... You'll just turn her into a bunch of different animals. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to try to manipulate these crabs a little bit to, like, let me go by without getting hit. Okay. Doing good. So this is the start of... I guess this would be, like, the road to Death Mountain. So we're just going to try to duck and dodge here. Yep. Just gonna... Oh, come on. 3 hits? I shouldn't get... Also, with the heal mace, it heals a random amount between, like, 79 and 94. So it's great, but, you know. Oh, really? They usually don't go that way. It's better than not having healing, I guess. Good thing I got the extra level. This would have been pretty tight. I do get a mana refill before going to actual Death Mountain. Like, this is just the path to getting to Death Mountain. Oh, they deal so much damage. So I can take a lot of safety heals, and I get another mana refill, so I can just beast through here. And keep in mind, the world record route doesn't get the heal mace. I don't know how Broat and Vanny Van do it. Wait, is this the right way? We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, okay, Death Mountain, in its defense, that's what I came up with. I named it that. I don't know what you'd actually call it. It's like Road to Tears Lean or something like that, but I think Death Mountain's more fitting, because you die a lot. At least I did when I first started running the game. Okay, I did go the right way. So this item here that's hidden in the mountains that nobody tells you about is required to beat the game. This game also suffers from hidden Nintendo stuff in NES games, cryptic secrets and all that. There's a couple. So this is actually a really powerful magic called the Monster's Bone, or Spectre, which allows us to turn into a slime. So I'm going to equip that and pop it right here. And when I am a slime, monsters don't spawn because they think I'm a monster. So I'm able to use this to safely get through chunks of the game where, you know, there might be a lot of back-to-back monster spawns and I take a lot of damage. By doing this, I can just ignore all that. Which is really nice. And that's, again, the boulders is also why I like calling it Death Mountain, because, you know, Zelda 1, boulders, Death Mountain, all that stuff, so. It does actually take mana. It requires 50 mana to do, so it's actually very heavy. So I have to be very careful when I'm using it. I can do 2.5 heals for the cost of this spell. Yeah, it's just a one-time mana, because it runs out. That's the thing. It's on a timer, too. I should mention that. It's like a minute or so. So I do have to be careful. Okay, I'm going to grab my restore here. That's that section done. That is actually kind of a maze. And you have to memorize the path through. This was another roadblock to this game, was memorizing the route through these mountains. Because one wrong turn and you're turned around, and every screen looks the same. So it's just from years and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of attempts that I've learned to memorize where to go. Just going to... Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh well. Okay, good. This is why I got level 14, just to have the extra little bit of health. Because this, when I enter the red cave, that's the actual start of Death Mountain. And I'm going to usually be crawling into Tira's Lean with barely enough mana to keep going. So these faces, actually, fun fact, I'm pulling my old guard card here. Way back in the day, we used to grind those faces to get to level 13. Before we found the other methods of grinding, that's how we leveled. It was slow and it was stupid. But it's what we used, which is why my first few runs took 3 hours. They give like 150 XP a kill, and we used a spell called Thunder, which you had to recharge after like 5 or 6 uses. So you had to do it nearby the old lady who gives you Thunder's house. It was fun. Good old days. Oh yeah, I should mention, if I'm not monster, this ground attacks me. That's why you need the spell. And another use, okay. This is the start. Do I have Devil Eye equipped? Just making sure. I'm gonna put on... I'll keep that on, okay. Because there is some undead monsters I can get some magic back on. But this is the start of Death Mountain. Come on, form. Okay. Okay. Those things deal a lot. When they're transforming, there's actually no collision, so I can walk through them. But when they're not, there's some issues. So ideally, I'd like to get 2 mummy heads killed. So that would be 20 extra mana, which is an extra heal. Oh, did I get... collision in this game. Alright. So we gotta go all the way down here, into a cave, out of the cave, all the way back up, and then all the way back down again. That's why this section sucks. I'm gonna play it safe, because I have the extra mana. So how much do I have? I can get mana on the way back. That's 50. I need 2 casts of fleet, which is 40. It should be okay. As long as I get the good draw. As long as I get mana drops to spawn. Because I have a little bit extra than I normally have at this point, so this is nice. Okay, into the cave. We can't cross that bridge because we need to find the magical slippers, the witch's shoes, to cross the bridge because it's cursed. So we're gonna grab a sword from the bird guy here. If you look at his name, I can't say it because we're family friendly here, but, and his brother's name. They kind of got by Nintendo with those ones, but they're in the game, so... And he gives us the wing sword, which later on will become the strongest sword in the game. Again, same as the movie, Bird People, Willow, right? Totally? So now I'm gonna switch to Magic of Fleet. So all we had to do was go in here and talk to this old woman. And now we go back up to the red cave to talk to the guy, and he'll give us the shoes. If we talk to the guy first, he doesn't give us the shoes. Why? I don't know, but, you know. Oh, jeez. I can't take damage from these guys. I got to... that's fine. He's out of bounds. I can't kill him. I need to get some spawns here of the, mummy heads. There's one. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna switch back to Spectre if it stops eating my inputs. Oh my god. Because I kind of want this to run out on a certain screen so that I have another chance at a mummy head. Or I can just switch magic and that'll work. If I switch a spell, it will cancel this spell, so... Yeah, this is actually going to be a little bit easier than I'm used to because I don't... Oh, but I do need 50 magic for later. I have a lot of health, though. I will see what I can do. So I do need 50 magic for after the bridge as well. Yes, they can spawn just before transitioning north and hitting me. It's stupid. I don't like it. I just gotta hope I'm fast enough. Didn't get the mummy head. This is gonna be interesting. I have 2 routes. I have a faster method and I have a slower method at this point. We're gonna see which one I decide to take. Do I risk it? That's the big question right now. Because dying here would be really, 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 really bad. But I save a lot of time later on. Oh wait, I can just warp out of here. Okay, actually I'm going to try to do this without Spectre or heal, but if I need it, I need it. So we'll see. If I can save this 50 mana for after the bridge. I duck down here because it kind of delays the rock spawning. Then I have a Death Warp I can do, which saves a decent chunk of time. So I don't know if I'm going to be on PB pace, but nice. That was a skeleton skip tech. I only got hit once. This is good. I don't know if I'll be on PB pace, but I might as well try to save, because my PB isn't the best, and I've actually done some strats in here that weren't in my PB, so we'll see if it saves up some time. I could kill them, but I'm actually confident I should be fine now. I don't see the bridge giving me much problem. You'll see why I need to save 50 mana coming up. And again, this is another strat I learned today, because I just never thought of doing it. I'm currently third. My PB is a 101.28. Something around there. Oh, this is really bad luck, actually, but we're good. Yeah, but the strats were definitely faster, but I also messed up the first boss fight, had a bad opening with the slime kills, all that stuff, so we'll see. But everything else has been okay, well, the slow hell way, but... And this here could save a lot of time, because I didn't do this in my PB, because I found it about it today. So what I used to do is, we're going to go up a mountain here, and I'm going to use Spectre to skip all the monster spawns, and then what I used to do was have enough mana to fly back down, and then get a full restore, but I don't know why we never thought of it. I can just Death Warp there, and it gives me the full restore and teleports me back down at the same time, saving like a minute or two, so that's kind of a big deal. And I didn't know about that till today, so we'll see. Because there was a point of time, like, between... Oh, I gotta be careful here. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta focus. I gotta make sure I get the right screen. There's a point in time when I wasn't speedrunning Willow, when all the stuff was discovered. So I had to go back and try to learn it, and I still didn't learn everything, so... It says I ran this from like 2011 up until about 2015, then kind of broke, learned Link to the Past and a couple other games, then came back, and everything had changed. I'm like, whoa, okay, so I gotta relearn everything. Hopefully I timed this right, or else I'm in big trouble. No, I timed it right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we talk to the old woman, and we need to do this to open Tyrosline Castle. This is the trigger. And you see I had just enough MP and HP to get up here. That's why I was playing it kind of safe. It's all management. Now we die, and it'll warp us back down to Tyrosline at full HP and mana. I'm up to $15 now, I think. Yeah, so that was something I don't know why I never thought of it, but it was actually Brat who figured out a lot of this stuff. Yep, the intentional death warps. Because also the old category, the category I used to run was Deathless, and that was because that was the main category until the glitches were discovered, so we couldn't death warp. So that's why he found a couple of them. Most of them, actually. Yeah, I used to fly out of there, but... Oh, jeez. Okay, it's fine. So now we're going down to the... I took a wrong turn. Okay, this is bad. Hold up. Hold up. I went down one screen too early, but it's okay. Just gonna kill these guys. that was me not thinking. So there's the time I saved. And I go down here, then I go, oh yeah, okay. See, it's easy to get turned around in this game if you're not careful. So this boss coming up is Ebersisk, which is a portmanteau of Siskel and Ebert, the movie reviewers. Since they kind of snuck them in as a two-headed dragon in the movie. That's Roger Ebert and... was it Gene Siskel? I can't remember his first name. They were famous movie reviewers at the time. So we're just gonna go up here. Again, this boss doesn't have much AI, so I'm just gonna spam swing and hope I kill him. Oh, gotta watch for the fireballs, though. Uh-oh, this is a rough kill. This is a rough kill. I got some bad fireball RNG, and my positioning's not the best, but we're good. Oh, he's actually gonna go to the other side. This is a really bad kill. Yeah, it works. Yep, 2 thumbs down. No, there's been very, very few mistakes. That was just an unfortunate where I got the fireball spawns. I couldn't get into position fast enough. It's a pretty free boss normally, but... we enter here, and we're in prison with Mad Mart again. It was a trap. Oh no. There's General Kale, who takes the Crest of Spirits from us. And we're left here to rot. And that's the end of the game. No. We go talk to Mad Mart again. That's a nice choice for no music here. It's kind of cool. Only place in the game with no music. Walk diagonally out of there, and... Fudging and roll. Break us out. We never found out why Mardigan is so mad. Unfortunately. Also, another thing we never thought of. I used to run out of the castle here, like back to the entrance, and then I realized, oh yeah, I have a spell that does that for me. I used to run all the way back. Just never thought, oh yeah, I probably should use this spell. So now we're on the road to Nockmaar. This is going to be heading to the final area. Watch I don't talk to Fajin and Rule. This cave seems daunting and like a big maze, but it's actually, as soon as you take the first door, you just don't take any of the doors and you'll get to the end. So it's not actually that big or hard. Yeah, just end up rotting in jail. That's the end of the game. There's another game that does something similar to that called Illusions of Gaia, or Illusion of Gaia, where at the early part of the game you're just thrown in jail and you literally just have to sit there and wait until the game lets you out. Which is kind of cool. That's another one I might learn to speedrun eventually. I love Illusion of Gaia. It's on the list. And it's nice, this is kind of like, you're supposed to be like, fighting all the monsters that you fought earlier in the game, so there's like really low-level monsters in here, and it just progressively gets harder as like a test to show how you've progressed. It's kind of a cool little sequence here. Chrono Trigger had it too? I will sadly admit I've never played Chrono Trigger. I do own it though. I have to sit down and play that someday. But that's really cool. I like it when games do stuff like that, especially when this is from the late 80s, which is kind of crazy. They even thought of doing that. Just gonna, again, power through all these guys. As long as you hold up, it's only 2 hits. These, I think, are all 100% spawns, but I can just heal through all of it, so... And then we're gonna get one more full restore down here, and head up to Nockmaar. We're coming in on the final stretch here. A little bit of a damage boost, yet. So head in here, get the full health and mana restore. Now we head up. This is the ascent to Nockmar. We're heading up to the final area. Last chance for a pig. Ah, there's 250. Okay. So yeah, when the game turns into a pig, you just kind of gotta wait until it doesn't anymore. I think it's like 30 seconds. This is usually really bad for a run, but yeah, for charity. My budget going into this was $20, so I'm happy. Yeah, the pig, there's actually the higher level ones, that's a low level one, thankfully. The higher level ones turn into a pig for a while, actually, like up to 2 minutes, possibly. Or at least it feels like 2 minutes. Pig percent. That'd be an interesting meme category. Another back in the day with the old route, we used to grind these bubbles on Nockmar. We used to let them split until they formed 8, and then casted Thunder and killed them all at once for like 2,000 XP? Something like that. And now I actually need to transform into Spectre. Because this guard won't let you in, but he's afraid of a monster, so he's not a very good guard. Oh, the E... That's XP, but the game doesn't have the space to show more than 6 characters, so it just shows E. For experience, I guess. We're just so programmed to think experience begins with an X. There we go. And this is the wing sword. It upgrades the wing sword into the best sword in the game. EXP, yeah, that too. So now we have to talk to him because we need the key for the upper levels of Nockmar Castle. So I'm going to teleport out of here, and I'm going to fly back to Tyrosleen. Gonna get one more full restore, and then get the key to Nockmar, and then we go up and fight the final bosses. We're almost done. E58530, yeah. Now I gotta think it's 5 screens up. Left, up, right in the ocarina. Zelda's Lullaby, if I'm not mistaken. This is just the full restore I can grab, the closest one. What's my time looking like now, Warwick? Just curious. $58? Yeah, it's not gonna be a PB. But, still be a very good, it'll be a good run. For reference, world record is 55.55, and second is 58.23? Or 58.50 something, around there, so... Speed the enemy up, yeah, just let me hit the turbo button right quick. When I started, like, running this game, sub 1 hour was just inconceivable, so the fact we can easily do that now is, like, crazy. There's the key to Nockmar. Now we fly up to Nockmar for the last time. This is the final stretch. And this is probably the absolute safest route you can take for this game, so I took every possible safety I could. If you watch Brat or Vanivan, they will do all the dangerous strats, and it's a very impressive run. Also, this music's probably my second favorite track, maybe third in the game. Very nice. I'm just gonna let it play because I don't have much to say, just going up to the next level. I know. What the Capcom sound team could get out of a 4-channel 8-bit sound chip is insane. I mean, this chip could produce single notes and single chords. That's it. That's amazing. Or was it 6-channel? Still, like... Also, I need to kill... I'm gonna kill this bubble here just to get enough mana to have an extra shot on Babmorda. Actually gonna kill one more just to be super safe. Yeah, late NES era soundtracks are so nice. There, just so I have a little bit of extra leeway. I've gotten Babmorda down to a good science, but I really don't want to mess it up, so... Here's the cutscene. This is where Sorsha, Babmorda's daughter, Madmartigan is captured. You throw the powder at them. It hits Madmartigan. He professes his love to Sorsha, woos her, and lets you pass. Which is accurate to the movie, kind of. And another little fun fact, the actress and actor for Madmartigan and Sorsha, Val Kilmer and Joanne Whalley, are married in real life, and they met on the set of Willow. So what happened in the movie actually did happen in real life. I didn't switch my sword, did I? I can do that in fight. Hold on. I still have the Devil Eye equipped. If I went to swing at him, he wouldn't take any damage. Okay, and again, Kale is... We abuse him so much. We can just stand on his side and swing, and he won't do anything. His AI is so bad. Poor Kale. Now we've killed him for good for the final time. They spent so much time coding Babmorda and Bogarda that they forgot the other bosses. There is no trick there. You stand to his right and hit B. Slightly adjusting if you need to. Okay, this is my favorite track in the game. I'm just gonna let it play. It's kind of like a triumphant charge to the final boss. I love it. Double checking to make sure I have my cane on. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I will call time. There's 2 phases. There's the cane fight, and then the room's gonna go on fire, and I have to kill her with my sword. The time will be on the last hit of the sword. I will call it. Perfect. Found this setup the other day. It's really nice. Awesome. There's the first phase. That's not time yet. So now that I've defeated her with the cane, she charges at me and I have to kill her with the sword. And that will be time. Also, the effects of this room are kind of bright, but just, you'll see. Spam B, come on. And... time. And that is Willow. So what was the time for that? I'm curious. Probably like a 1:02? 1:03. That's not bad. 1:03. You know what? Still faster than the race this morning, so I will take it. Even though they went with the absolute riskiest strategies possible and died a bunch of times, so I'll take, credit for them. So, now that that's done, I have another little thing to do. There is another category of this game called debug percent. Let me bring up my notes here right quick. Where are they? There we go. There's a bonus. This was going to be an incentive, but since we kind of put incentives to the side, I have a save state here with this password on it. if you want to time this, you can. This is a total meme speedrun, but this password allows you to access the debug menu from the game, and then we can use that to warp anywhere in the game we want. The entire game is stored on one map, so by entering coordinates, we're able to teleport anywhere. And by doing that, we're able to beat the game in a stupidly fast time frame, if you want to call it beating the game. It's up for debate, but I will start it here in a minute, and I will try to commentate this, but it is very fast and very broken. So this is going to be a spectacle. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, first we're going to go to 1B17, which is one screen north in the Knockbar Castle, I believe, to get the Wonder Sword. Wonder Sword is the best sword in the game that you can get right out of the box without having to power it up. Also, I started level 1 with nothing, so now we're going to walk down here, and I open up the teleport and go to 11... 1B. This is Bab Morta. Hi, Bab Morta. So we're at the final boss. And because we spawned Bab Morta with the chest there, the game doesn't know what to do, and it just doesn't load the boss's AI. So now I can go to 1710, which is a forest screen, and transition down. Remember when I said when you leave the screen, the game tries to find a boss? Well, it's going to assign these slimes to Bab Morta's stats. And there's phase 1 of Bab Morta dead. And we don't need the cane because we put the stats on the slime, so the game doesn't check for it. So there's that. Now, we're going to head back down here, go back to 1710. Do it one more time, because now we're in the second phase of Bab Morta. Still doesn't have her AI. And... time. That's debug percent. It's a meme, but we love it. What was the time on that one? 1:30 even? I'm the world record holder in this one at 1:18, which I had a god run. So 1:30 is pretty good. Yeah. A little bit faster than an hour 4, but same result. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. This game, I've been speedrunning it for almost a decade, and I still love it to this day. And if you have any interest in learning the speedrun, I wrote a guide. It's a little out of date now, but still very good. You can find it on speedrun.com's Willow page, or if you want to add me on Discord at crandor9889, I don't mind taking messages, and I have no problem teaching this game to anyone who wants to learn it. It is a very, very fun speedrun to learn, and very beginner-friendly, believe it or not. So I'd like to thank Warwick and everyone at Decent Speedies. This has been awesome. I love it. This is the 4th or 5th showing of Willow at a marathon. So I hope to see it. And I believe it's going to be at RPG Limit Break this year in May. So I can't wait to see that either. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much.